Hi, Stefan Hankin here with Trendency's Chart of the Week. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been putting out a lot of data on the potential overturn of Roe versus Wade and by the Supreme Court based on the leaked draft that came out about a month ago now. If you haven't seen Samantha and Harini walking through what they found interesting in last week's Chart of the Week, highly recommend you go check that out. This week, I found interesting this chart right here, which looks at the support levels for boycotting travel to states that will overturn Roe at the state level, and also support for companies moving out of the states that overturn Roe or make abortion illegal at the state level. So overall, we see a plurality of Americans, regardless of what state you live in, do not support either of these concepts. Now, worth noting that it's not a majority even in red states, but the highest concentration do live in the low level to no support. Now, in blue states, we do see 6 and 10 support these ideas at least at some level. Purple, it's a little bit less than 6 and 10, but right around the same level. And what I found was really interesting is that when we look at the high level of support, so that 80 to 100 on a 0 to 100 scale, where 100 means you really strongly support the idea, 0 means you completely oppose the idea, that we see that 17% of Americans who live in a red state support the idea of boycotting travel to states that overturn Roe at the state level. Now, arguably, most of these people probably end up living in states that will be the case. Not all of them, but a good number of them. Now, when we look at boycotting companies or companies moving out of those states, that support at that really high level goes all the way down to 6 points. So there's this very interesting dichotomy of folks who live in red states, are looking for action, are supportive of people not coming to their states or to states that overturn Roe, but companies moving out of those states, they are not behind. So sort of the personal self-economic interest arguably trumps the overall money coming into the state. Now, economically, you can argue that both of those things help people in those states, but those Americans living in those states who oppose overturning Roe clearly are much more likely to look for a boycott of travel versus company moving out. I hope you found this interesting. There's a lot more data on our website, trendency.com. Go check it out. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you next week.